I didn't have too much of a life before Christ. I grew up in a Christian home with amazing parents. My dad was a youth pastor for most of my life, and I accepted Christ as my Savior when I was 5 years old. It was Super Bowl Sunday. It was during the halftime show. I had gone home with my mom, and right before bed, I had asked her to lead me through prayer to accept Jesus as my Savior. And at 5 years old, I thought it was like the coolest thing, and I really didn't know going forward what that meant in my life. I didn't really know where to go from there because at such a young age, what do you do with that kind of stuff? So I continued on, continued to be just like grown up and just parented through like all through a Christian home. Sorry, and and as I got older, I realized that there are a lot of other problems and issues in the world bigger than I felt like I could handle. And when I entered high school, I started attending Camp Burton, and it really changed my life. It really changed my perspective on my worldview and how to treat others just as Jesus would. And I went through a lot during high school. I surrounded myself with the wrong kind of people. I was in not the greatest relationships. But the hope of going to camp and being surrounded by camp people with a Christian perspective and learning to love others was just amazing, an amazing experience for me. So like I said, through my camp experience, that kind of gave me a hope of, okay, well, even if I don't have the most supportive friends at school, I have supportive friends at camp to look forward to. But that was really hard because I feel like I was living like a two-faced life because I can't go from living a Christian life and then living a non-Christian life. So when I graduated high school, I was in a pretty rough place. I had just gotten out of a really, really difficult relationship and entered into a really, really loving one. And I just didn't know where to go. I didn't know where my walk was with Christ. I didn't know where to go from there. I went to a Christian university to study nursing and medical social work. And each program they center everything around Christ. Christ comes first, before learning, before anything else. We start our classes with a prayer, and all of those paths just led to me loving Christ more than I ever could have imagined. And now, 3 years later, I have a wonderful fiance, I have wonderful friends, I've just come to love Christ and love reading the Bible with everything, and I can't wait to continue to do that with the rest of my life.